Hi, welcome back. I'm Scott Fagan with Tip of the Tongue Caterers, and this is the next in our series of sneak peeks behind the scenes at our favorite spaces. So most recently we were at the Foundry for a family-style wedding. A lot of couples will choose to have their wedding on-site at the Foundry, and that usually means having the ceremony in the courtyard for groups over about 125 people, then moving inside to the main space for a cocktail hour, while we reset the courtyard with dining tables, linens, flowers, and other kinds of lighting. Whenever we're at the Foundry, we'll either be doing sit-down dinners or tapa-style events. Now we find that family-style dinners really work best at the Foundry because the space is so unorthodox. It has so little open space that to sit everybody at the same time really means that we need to go out into the courtyard. And in those courtyard dinners, rectangles or rounds work best to put everybody together. Seated dinners inside become a little bit trickier because it becomes very confined and you lose your dance floor. If you really want to have your party inside at the Foundry, we've found that tapas-style events work best. Now these events are where people are mingling, dancing a little, eating a little, drinking a little, and repeating. They're moving upstairs, downstairs, wherever the space allows, and not necessarily confined to a chair for the duration of the dinner. One of the great things about the Foundry, and certainly what sets it apart from a lot of the other spaces around town, and certainly what brings couples to it, is the unique environment inside. And that is defined by a series of alcoves that apparently were old smelting ports, where we can put in rectangular tables and create little nooks, little vignettes, little alcove where tables and benches can create very intimate spaces for dining or drinking together or just sitting with friends. Certainly the courtyard at the Foundry is one of its selling points, especially in the warm weather months when the ivy on the old walls is in full leaf, flowers are in bloom, and views of the bridge and the sunsets really make a place feel very secret and very rustic and warm. Another reason why we really like to be at the Foundry, and we find that the Foundry is a great space for weddings, is their kitchen. Their kitchen is one of the best catering kitchens in the city. It's totally equipped with everything that we could need, such that unlike many other of our favorite spaces, we don't need to rent any kitchen equipment. So couples will save a little bit of money there. Now what you'll see here that we did, and we do this often with family-style dining, is we connect rectangular tables into very long banquet tables to make a very great flow for flowers, for linens, for people passing trays and bottles of wine and all the rest of the components of the meal. What was unique about this particular reception is their inclusion of one of our favorite stations, which is the Salumeria station. This is where we bring in an antique prosciutto slicer, and we have a couple of dedicated cooks working the slicers to cut meats to order. Not everybody likes to do this because it is a little bit of an extravagance, but you can see that it works really well in the rustic environment of the Foundry, the old brick with the old equipment and the great cured meats. Now one of the reasons why the Foundry is amongst our favorite places is because we've been producing weddings there since 2003, and we do more weddings there than any other place in the city. It's about a 15-minute walk away from our kitchen, and we've got a great relationship with the folks that operate it. Now if you're considering the Foundry for your wedding or any other reception, please give us a call. We've got a lot of different floor plans, a lot of ideas of what works there, and we'd be happy to share them with you.